not the Negro. Not the Negro. Where'd you get that, Moray? There it is. Zondervan. Compact Bible Dictionary. Ham, the younger son of Noah, probably about 96 years before, born probably about 96 years before the flood, one of 8 persons that lived through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, not the Negro. Not the Negroes. Not the Negroes. Ham, which is perhaps high. This is the original article right here. Not the Negro. So, first of all, in the institutions of higher learning, you are supposedly held to a higher standard of literacy, a higher standard of academic excellence, a higher standard of research, and especially if you're going to be writing a dictionary. Or a person says, okay, in a dictionary, this is what people are going to be using to define words to get an understanding. And when you get Zondervan's, you get this not the Negroes thing. See? And the question has to be asked. It has to be asked, especially by someone like me. Highly educated. According to this text, Negro, highly educated Negro. Why did you write not the Negroes? And then violate all of the rules of your academic learning. See, if you say not the Negroes, you have to follow that with something. You have to say, not the Negroes. The Negroes are, and then explain it. See? But you didn't do that. So, again, to just continue what I've been teaching, so let's find out a little bit about the Negro. As we still dealing with the 12 tribes of Israel and the diaspora, let's find out about the Negro. So here we have the map that we brought out earlier. Dealing with a different camera. Keep looking in the wrong lens. All right. So here we have a map. And notice what that map says. This is to everybody who's waking up. If you need information in order to affirm your faith and to affirm where we are, whose we are, you can see that they literally have a place called Negro land. And if you all know that this is a picture of the west coast of Africa. So you have a place called Negro land, where you claim to have picked up the Negroes. This land called Negro land is where the Europeans in the slave trade captured our ancestors, doctors, lawyers, kings, queens, nurses, architects, and artists and musicians. And this is where our historians, our preachers and prophets were captured and placed on slave ships, which fulfills Deuteronomy 28. But the point I'm trying to make here is they were taken from Negro land. But then Zondervan said Ham is the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, and yet we got a whole land mass that the same Europeans said called Negro land. But they said Ham is not the father or the progenitor of the Negroes. More. I know what y'all saying. Is it really that simple? It really is. Let's see who's in Negro land. Benin. And who else? Waida, which is Yahuda. Everybody knows that now. So the slave coast, which y'all, not me, there it is. You know that what y'all call Judah and Benjamin were taken from the slave coast and brought where? To the Americas. Brought. How did we get there? Now, again, these are not my maps. This is history. These are historical maps. There's Israel. I mentioned on a previous video that the persecution came down this way, and this is how the Israelites ended up running and where they ran to. The transatlantic slave trade. We know that they were taken, our ancestors were taken from, oh, and by the way, this is that portion that they call Negro land. And this is the portion of people that they said, we don't know, they claim, they know that we're not Hamitic. Ham had, he had several children, but the Negroes were, we were not one of them, the citizens of Negro land. Why? Because we're Israel. We're Benjamin, we're Yehuda, and we represent the entire 12 tribes. Now, the reason that I wanted to show that and just kind of make one video just to let that sink in is because a lot of people around the world, they get sort of confused and like nervous and anxious and they get intimidated when someone asks them, how could you claim to be one of the children of Israel when you are a Negro? And then they'll say something dumb like, you know, the Negroes are from Ham. And then, what they say contradicts true scholarship. The scholar that wrote said, no, not the Negro. Now, he was supposed to say, the Negro is, but he didn't do it. But at least he did say, no, not the Negro. So now we can begin to follow the migration of the house of Yehuda. We can follow the migration of the children of Israel that were in, I was reminded to say this, I'm going to say it, that were the children of Israel, all 12 tribes that were still in Judea. All right? Still in Jerusalem, in that area. You see where they migrated to. These are our ancestors. They were not Hamites. They represent the 12 tribes of Israel. And let me give you these 12 tribes in order. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Benjamin, which is really Benjamin, Ephraim, Manasseh. Makes up the 12 tribes. Where were these 12 tribes? In Negro land. The sons of Ham, not the Negro. No, we're not Hamites. And we're also not Japhetic. For the sons and the descendants of Japheth begin to occupy and populate the isles that we know today as the Isles of the Gentiles or Europe. And so therefore, no, our ancestors are not Japhetic, nor are the progenitors of our race Hamitic, but we are Shemitic. We are the descendants of Shem. And I just wanted to put this video together, short video, to remind the world that is not some kind of far-fetched theory that we are the children of Israel. No, it's historical records, and it has been documented by great historians of the past to tell the truth about who we are and whose we are. In the next video, we're going to take it a little step further to see how this last captivity, being the worst of all, was prophesied. And not only was it prophesied, it was also fulfilled. One love, Zion. Toda Rabbah for watching. I pray that you received understanding, and I also pray that you would subscribe to the channel, share the videos, support the work of the art, and continue to pray for us. And we're praying for you. One love always. Shalom.